Good morning, it is Tuesday, January 30th, so it'll just be me filming today. Both the other guys are coming in today. They're just both gonna be late. They have people doing stuff at their houses. Daniel's getting some quotes and stuff. So, you know, life happens and it interrupts stuff sometimes. So, but because Daniel's not here, I'll take his segment up with a little joke for you guys. So, what friends should you take with you to a dinner party? Your taste buds. Shh, don't tell Daniel. Okay, so Saturday I got the polishing done on the Magnica. So I got it all buffed now, and yeah, there we go. It is nice and shiny. See, you can see itself. It's making a fractal. Okay, so all nice and shiny. I did not get any of the handle assembly started. Saturday was a busy day, and Daniel had a half day, so Yake and I, the last half of the day, we were going. So no more knife making happen on that. So I'll get this blade taped up and start getting some 304 prepped for it. It's kind of an unusual shape you'll see as I go along. So today, priority will be getting the handle at least started, if not completely glued on to that. So in other news, we are going to be going into the showroom with our favorite person, me. Okay, so today I'm talking about well, not all, but a portion of the Civivi knives that we have that are in Damascus steel. This is a question we get asked about a lot. What do we have in Damascus? What do we recommend in Damascus? And then the conversations around what Damascus is, you know, why the prices are different, etc. So all of that. So we have some, this is the largest Civivi knife I think I've ever seen. So this is the Bahaltar. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But some of the cool things about this one and about the Elementum button lock. So this is the Elementum 2. So you see where this pattern stops right here. This is actually a cord Damascus. So it has the, so it has an outer laminate of Damascus, but it's got the inner core, right? So think three layers. So the inner core is a homogeneous steel. So any of these will have a better cutting performance than just your standard homogeneous Damascus. Now, one of the cool things that Civivi does with their Damascus, they use two proper blade steels. So they're using 10CR 15CO MOV and 9CR 15 MOV. So that at least it's two proper blade steels to make their Damascus. With the cord stuff, they're using, oh yeah, that side's much prettier. They're using 10CR 15CO MOV as the core, and then it's a 316 and 9CR 15 MOV to actually make the Damascus. So one proper blade steel, and then the super high contrast. So the 316 is the one that gets super shiny. There we go. The super shiny one is the 316. So then other things we have, so all of those Damascuses are the same, even though it's like some of them they'll buff out to where it's less dark. It's still the same blade stock. Okay, so then we have the Cogent, which is a great button lock. I really like that handle. The Mini Praxis, and like I've said before, I bought every single knife that they have in wood. The Elementum 2 button lock. This is the ODD 22. I don't know if it's supposed to say odd 22 or just numbers. Don't know. The Cogent, the button lock Praxis. So we had the original form of these, the Praxises, back in the day when they released them, but now they've updated it to be a button lock. So nice, cool one on that. The Altus, which is also a button lock, and then the Quibbit, and this is one of the few that they do. This has aluminum scales. All of these will have absolutely beautiful actions, and then three more Elementum. So Gaborsha wood, the I'm losing words, sorry. The carbon fiber overlay G10, and then one of the shards. Now we do have other shards. We have the copper and the brass as well. I just grabbed one because it's already a lot of knives. So really, that's it for today. You have any comments, questions, concerns, any of that, you know what to do. We'll see you tomorrow, and it should be both Daniel and I tomorrow, so look forward to that. Good morning is Wednesday, January 31st, and we got a decision on which handle material this customer likes. I am just waiting on whether I'm doing nickel, silver, or 316. Sometimes it happens, questions get lost in emails and we don't get all the answers I need. And typically I get all of this information up front, and I thought I had it all. Apparently I didn't. So I will work on this knife as soon as I can. I will be doing some welding projects today. So this is an axe that there was some damage up here, so the axe head had to come back, and that meant now it's too short to be used as a big axe. So I need to find a piece of steel thicker than this. It's going to have to be like closer to 1/4 of an inch, and then weld that on there and then clean it all up. So she will be able to use that for big axe for throwing. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going to grab all like the little random welding projects we have and just try to get them all done in the same go, because there was an issue with the welder last time I tried to do it, which is why this axe is still sitting here. So I'll do the hog splitter, I'll do a little tang for Daniel that he's got going on, and make sure there's nothing else, because I don't break out the welder very often, so I want to get it all said and done. So really, that's my day. Here's Daniel with what he's got going on.
Hey everyone, just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world, I have got my knives down to hand sanding. I've got to go up a couple more grits and then over on to hand sanding and polishing. I also got in a cool little automatic knife yesterday. It came to me in pieces. It's one of the things that I get kind of proud about what we do, is every now and then we get something that's a little kind of out of our realm, in the sense of we don't know this brand and how this automatic functions, but luckily it's very similar to a lot of ones I've seen, so we're able to put it back. I do need to put the lock in though, so I will find a way to try and get that worked on. Just spend about 15 minutes doing that, and then on into the rest of the day. So on top of the work, we've also got some things we're going to try and take care of admin-wise, and Russell's got some welding going. But we are now going to go to our favorite place with our favorite guy. Russell, what's up, bud?
It's good.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about the Serenity backlash. So if you followed us for a while, this is one of the, I believe it was in the second set of knives that Serenity came out with. And I gotta say, I love the throwback to the original kind of Serenity, where it was just, it was a little poppy. It was, I mean, some people even thought it was garish, but I love that blue liner in there. Absolutely love it. And again, these things have absolutely brilliant actions. Both blades are coated. They're coated 9CR15 MOV. This is the G10 over, it's carbon fiber over G10. So they basically just laminate them together to keep the price down. Nice, lightweight, and just absolutely beautiful. Both come with skeletalized deep carry pocket clips that do a nice job of sitting nice and deep in the pocket, and it's just a beautiful trailing point blade. I mean, you can even choke up on it if you want to, if you've got small fingers. Nice jimping up there. So just a great everyday carry. Yeah.
Right on. All right, y'all. Like always, we'll wrap it up here. See you on the next one. Peace.
Good morning, it's Thursday, February 1st, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I did yesterday. So I literally spent most of the day welding. So I welded up Jolie's axe. This is one that we had profiled. There was a really soft spot in it, so when Elizabeth was profiling it, it got too thin, so I wasn't surprised when she came back in and the up here was just folded over. It was just too thin to support what she needed. So brought it down, but what that does is means there's an actual measurement that has to be maintained here. So we had to weld on a 1/4 inch piece of stock back here to get that measurement back. So I did that, and she said she wanted it a little rustic, a little character on there, so I left some of that weld mark on. Also done yesterday, I got the next hog splitter welded up. So I textured this, because if you remember, this is a hog splitter that Josh was working on. So this is all textured, so I textured all of this as well. And now I am working on the fitting of this lovely lignum vitae handle. I do have a spacer made for the back. I already have the pommel made for the back, but in getting the fitment right, it's a little thin, so now I need to make a spacer for the front as well. So I will start my day off by making a spacer for that, trying to get it all completed. If we can get it in stock today, that'd be really cool. Then I'm going to talk about one other thing. So if you've followed us, you'll know that we have a laser. So we're just doing the final tests of making sure we can do some of the more crazy things. Sorry, cool photo. About laser etching. So this is just a picture that Jake took off of the website, off of the internet. Figured out what he needed to do to put it into Lightburn, which is the software for laser engraving, and boom. So we will be making an announcement literally later today that we are open for business for laser engraving in flat objects, knives, etc. We'll even be able to do some plates, but that's coming down. Our focus really is going to be knives first and foremost. So look out for that. Very exciting. I've waited for this for 7+ years, so super excited to finally have a laser that we can work and do stuff on. Oh, that's really it for me for today. So here is Daniel with what he's got going on.
Hey y'all, just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world, I've got 2 of my Bowies nice and hand sanded, beautiful looking. The blue one is the textured one that I showed you I did on the flats. That is going to kind of go in that whole theme. If I can later today, I would like to get 2 more up to handles. One is ready, the other one I've got to buff and polish up there. And then I definitely got to get this guy out with a sheath just so that way I can get him to his customer who's been asking and waiting. That will be the majority of my day, as well as whatever else comes in per usual. But now we are going to go in our favorite place with our favorite guy, Russell. What's up, bud?
It's good.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about a couple more case knives that just came in. Super excited because I really like this one. So this is the Sodbuster Jr., which is by far the case knife that we sell the most. And they started putting this lovely PVD coating on their knives. And we've already sold a couple of the trappers that have that. And it just has this lovely, it's bone, but they make it look like antler. Absolutely love that. And then 2 more Sodbuster Juniors. They've got a bunch of different ways that they carve handles up to make them look minutely different. And then the very classic copper, this is the mini copper lock, and this is in the yellow, the synthetic, but it's like Deltran or something. I just can't pronounce it. It's too many vowels. And then these other 2, these are largely for my wife at the market. She liked the look of those. That kind of price point that she's looking for, sub $100. I don't know exactly where this will be less expensive, but just kind of that nice, but not super expensive knives that she's looking for at the market. So more on these guys later. We'll be posting them as they get in stock as well, as usual.
All right, we'll wrap it up here. See you on the next one, y'all. Peace.
Good morning. It's Friday, February 2nd, and I forgot to say it yesterday. Happy February, everybody. So things I will be working on today and got worked on yesterday. So this is the hog splitter. So I got the finish on this all done. You can't see it right now, but I did carve up that part. So I got the handle completely glued on yesterday. It is compressed, it is epoxied. So I will texture all of the brass today. Oh, there's something in the way. All of the brass, I will then use a solution on it called Brass Black. I will texture the wood in here just to kind of give it a flow into it. So lots of texturing happening on the good old hog splitter. And then I will make a knife transporter for it. It doesn't fit any of our edge guards, so I've got to make one. So I'll do that. I will also, when I have time, be grinding on some more. These are just everyday carry knives for stock. That neck knife will probably end up being like, well, I just said a neck knife. And then just 2 kind of cool drop points, you know. Daniel and I have a joke. I love a good drop point. What's wrong with all other knives is they're not drop points. So I'll get those worked on, and then I will finish this refurb for a customer. I will be putting a micarta bit on here, and then re-putting on the antler, and then carving it back down. So I will try to get that one glued up today as well. Other than that, that's my day. here's Daniel with what he's got going on.
What's up, everyone? Just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world, I've got those other Bowies taken care of as far as hand sanding. I've also got the custom done with hand sanding. It is upstairs. I will be doing a leather sheath for it. Hopefully I can show you that either tomorrow or Tuesday. And then I've also got these two Bowies, like I wanted to, glued up. I've got a bone and then a brass inlaid carbon fiber here. So the epoxy is already cured. I will get those hopefully down to hand sanding. If not hand sanded today, that would be the goal, depending on how busy we are. But the sheath is definitely priority. So I will take that time to do that. If I can, work on these and then line up this month's deadlines with everything that I've got to take care of. That will be the majority of my day, as well as whatever else comes in. We are now going to go into our favorite spot with our favorite guy. Russell, what's up, bud?
It's good.
What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about our lineup of wood-handled Civivi pocket knives. I've mentioned a couple times that I got everything that was in stock that had a wood handle on it. Well, this is all of them lined up together. So you've already seen a couple of them talking about the Damascus stuff, but I just wanted to get them all together and just say, hey, like the dark one, that's black ebony. Everything else is a cabochon wood. So sometimes it's a lighter, sometimes it's a darker, but they are all cabochon woods. We do have the liner locks, there's button locks, there's even an inlay on a couple of them, or at least one. So yeah, a little bit of everything. Damascus, semi-Damascus, or D2 stainless steel. It really runs the entire gamut of whatever you're looking for in a wood-handled pocket knife. So go on and check them out. They're pretty cool.
Right on. And another great thing and point on these knives is, like Civivi succeeds in its place, some of these are sub $100. So
yeah,
that is definitely a, no pun intended, steal of a knife. But anyways, we'll wrap it up here, y'all. See you on the next one to wrap up the week. Peace.
Good morning, it is Saturday, February 3rd. It'll be just me filming today. Daniel has a project going on at the house, so Jake will be in the shop with me, but just me filming today. So today I will be getting some liner material glued up onto the draft bone for this Magna Cut kitchen knife, which is a custom. Heard back from the customer, didn't have time to get it done yesterday, so I will get that glued up today. And then I'll start or continue the handle prep for the rest of that. I did have a tiny bit of time to get some grinding done on these 3 everyday carries for stock. So I'll be going up to 400 grit next. Super stoked by those. They are coming along really nicely. And then I also had time to work on this refurb for a regular customer of ours. So I got the micarta, got it where I needed it to, got all these clearances down to where they were nice and tight and then glued up. So I will be shaping that today, or if I have time, I will be shaping that today. I should preface that with. If not, then I'll be finishing it on Tuesday. It's literally just bringing this down to the shape of this and then just contouring this a little bit more to where it's nice and comfy. More to match the carving knife I had done for him as well. If I can get that done, cool. If not, no big deal. I get it done on Tuesday. Now, outside of that, here we go. We are going to go into the old showroom, or what we call the finishing room nowadays, and we're gonna look at some new knives we have that just came in. So these are not in stock yet. They literally came in at like 5:30 yesterday, towards the end of our day. We have the new Kershaw knives. So these just came out in the last couple of weeks. So they came out with, this is the Iridium, and they came out with a reverse Tonto, because the base model is a spear point. Then they came out with the Bel Air, which this is in Magna Cut with a cool little black wash that they do with aluminum scales and their Duralock, and at an excellent price point. So the price point on this is going to be very similar to the price point of Benchmade's Bug Out, with higher end scales, a higher end steel. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, there's a lot of talk about it right now. And then they came out with 2 new live wires, both in Magna Cut. And this one is the carbon fiber edition, and they did a satin blade on that one, which I love because Magna Cut does not need a coating. And then they came out with a double-edged variety. So most the other 2 are just a nice spear point, but false edge on the back. This one has an edge top and bottom, so no using it like a utility knife. But if you want that more tactical look, there it is. Daniel and I talked a very little bit about seeing if we could do a blade swap on some of these to see if we could get one of the black blades on the carbon fiber, if not the dagger on the carbon fiber. We may play with that next week, but you'll see if and when we do it, but we probably won't talk about it until we do it. But just a little teaser, because we're interested. We are interested. So if any of those tickle your fancy, let us know. You know where to see them online. A note, the automatics will not be on our website. You've got to either come in or call about those. We can't sell out the fronts or automatic knives on Shopify, so that is what it is. It's just one of those hurdles we have to fight with on a regular basis. Other than that, thank you for a great week. I'm going to wrap it up here, and we will see you next week. Have a great one.